Meghan Markle's world is about to be shaken to its core. Prince William is quietly moving forward with a plan that could permanently remove Archie and Lilibet's royal titles, a move that would completely dismantle what Meghan has long called their birthright. This isn't speculation anymore, it's becoming a reality, and the Sussex family could lose a major piece of their influence in one decisive move. For years, Meghan has relied on the children's royal status to open doors. Every deal, every Hollywood pitch, every staged public moment has hinged on the fact that Archie and Lilibet are technically a prince and princess. She fought relentlessly for those titles, even going around palace protocol to announce them herself in the media, presenting it as a victory. But William saw it differently, as a calculated power grab. That moment only solidified his resolve to reclaim control and prevent the monarchy from being exploited further. Behind the scenes, William has been working meticulously, studying legal mechanisms and historical precedent. He's watched scandals shake the royal family, seen members exploit privilege while causing chaos, and he's determined not to allow the same with his generation. Every move Harry and Meghan have made, from Netflix deals to tell-all interviews, has been observed and cataloged. William's patience has worn thin, and he's ready to act decisively once he inherits the throne. Timing makes this all the more devastating. Meghan likely believed that once the children were granted their titles, their status was permanent. Royal protocol seemed untouchable, backed by tradition and precedent. But William has identified the loophole, a way to revoke titles legally and with parliamentary approval. Palace insiders suggest he's studied other European monarchies, including Denmark, where Queen Marguerite stripped titles from her grandchildren to modernize the royal structure. William sees a blueprint for Britain and intends to follow it. This isn't about punishing the children. It's about setting a line. Those who work for the crown retain privilege. Those who exploit it for personal gain without contributing to royal duties do not. Meghan's carefully crafted Hollywood persona has depended on that royal connection. Without it, she becomes another figure in a crowded entertainment world, where success is fleeting and attention spans are short. Sources say William has been quietly preparing for years. He has had countless discussions with King Charles, urging action against non-working royals, including Harry and Meghan. But Charles, weakened by health challenges, hesitates. That hesitation frustrates William, who sees every delay as an opportunity for the institution to be further exploited. He believes previous leniency has been met with more media attacks, leaks, and provocations. Evidence, in his eyes, that the only solution is decisive action. When Meghan bypassed the palace and announced the children's titles publicly, she thought she was winning. Instead, she accelerated William's determination. The palace expected quiet coordination, respect for protocol, and measured discussions. Meghan chose the media spotlight. Every time she uses the royal connection to sell a product, pitch a deal, or position herself as influential, it strengthens William's argument that the titles are being weaponized. Royal experts note that Meghan may have misread public tolerance. You can leave the royal family, but you can't simultaneously leverage its prestige while attacking it publicly. William sees that hypocrisy clearly. The moment he becomes king, he could issue new letters patent, the same instrument used to grant titles, to revoke them from all non-working royals, including the Sussex children. Legal experts agree there's nothing Meghan or Harry could do to stop it under British law. American courts have no jurisdiction. William's focus isn't just on Harry and Meghan. He's looking at the broader royal landscape. Princess Beatrice, Princess Eugenie, and even Prince Andrew could lose HRS status if they're deemed non-working or non-contributory. William's vision is clear: a streamlined monarchy where only those actively serving retain titles, privileges, funding, and security. Everyone else is stripped down to private citizen status. Archie and Lilibet would instantly become ordinary children of a duke. No titles, no HRH, just Master Archie Mountbatten Windsor and Miss Lilibet Mountbatten Windsor. For Meghan, this represents ultimate humiliation. She has treated these titles as untouchable, leveraging them in every business meeting and media appearance. Losing them would erase her main claim to influence and relevance in Hollywood. The titles have been her safety net. Every canceled deal, every flopped project, every failed venture has been cushioned by the royal connection. Without it, her credibility, her brand, and her marketing strategy vanish overnight. Insiders suggest that Meghan has been scrambling, exploring legal options, and trying to figure out how to prevent the worst-case scenario. But the truth is clear. Royal titles are privileges, not rights. What one sovereign grants, another can revoke. William has the law, precedent, and strategy on his side. Public opinion in Britain generally supports a monarchy that is respected and functional, not exploited for personal gain. Every public attack, every tell-all appearance by Meghan and Harry has only hardened William's resolve. Even the Sussex media empire has relied on royal status. The Netflix deals, podcasts, lifestyle ventures, and speaking engagements are all enhanced by proximity to royalty. Without that connection, Meghan's brand loses its primary differentiator. And for someone who has spent years positioning herself as a royal influencer in Los Angeles, that's devastating. When William activates his plan, all of that leverage disappears instantly. Ultimately, this is a battle between institution and celebrity. William's goal is not personal revenge, it's preservation. Every legal move, every private discussion, every carefully timed strategy aims to protect the monarchy from exploitation. For Meghan, the reality is stark. The game she thought she could win was rigged from the start. Royal protocol, centuries-old tradition, and strategic foresight will outlast media manipulation and Hollywood tactics. The next chapter for the Sussex children may be far more ordinary than anyone imagined. The implications of William's plan are staggering. Once he inherits the crown, letters patent could instantly redefine what it means to be royal. Working royals and their children would keep their titles. Everyone else, regardless of media attention or personal influence, loses theirs. For Archie and Lilibet, the change would be immediate. No more prince or princess, no HRH designation, just ordinary children of a duke. Meghan's calculated strategies have centered around these titles. From every Hollywood pitch to every lifestyle brand attempt, she has leveraged royal status as a form of credibility. Losing that would be catastrophic. Sources report that meetings with executives have been increasingly difficult, and the allure of the Sussex brand has begun to fade in Los Angeles. Hollywood is unforgiving, and the novelty of a royal connection has its limits. Without the titles, Meghan's leverage evaporates. Behind closed doors, palace insiders reveal William's thinking is methodical. He has studied European examples, including Denmark and Sweden, where monarchs streamlined their households and removed titles from non-working royals. William's goal is similar: a lean, functional monarchy that clearly distinguishes between those serving the crown and those who do not. Any exceptions would undermine the principle, and the Sussex children have unfortunately become the first high-profile targets. This is about long-term survival of the monarchy. Harry and Meghan have repeatedly challenged the system, whether through interviews, documentaries, or public commentary. Each action has been observed and considered by William, who sees them as a threat to the institution's stability. Stripping the children of titles is both a practical and symbolic decision. It sends a clear message that royal privileges cannot be exploited for personal gain without responsibility. The timing could not be worse for Meghan. She has invested heavily in building a brand that relies on prestige. Lifestyle ventures, product endorsements, and media deals have all been bolstered by her royal association. With titles gone, her public image as an influential royal figure diminishes instantly. What remains is simply another Hollywood entrepreneur facing a competitive industry with little distinction. Legal experts note that William has all the tools necessary. Letters patent, ratified by Parliament, require minimal debate and can be issued as an immediate formality once he is king. There is no appeal process. Once enacted, the Sussex children would lose royal titles permanently, and nothing Meghan or Harry could do in California courts would prevent it. The mechanism is clean, decisive, and fully within the monarch's authority. For Meghan, the humiliation is compounded by years of strategic miscalculation. She believed the titles were untouchable, that the media and American-style celebrity rules would protect her family. She assumed public attention and sympathy would override centuries of royal tradition. But William's plan exposes the reality. The monarchy is an institution governed by law, protocol, and precedent, not media narratives. Insiders suggest Meghan has been frantic, exploring legal avenues and preparing for potential battles. But even the most sophisticated legal strategies cannot override letters patent issued by a sovereign. William's approach is deliberate, targeted, and informed by experience. Every detail has been considered: public perception, legal authority, historical precedent, and the preservation of the monarchy's integrity. This move isn't personal revenge, it's strategic necessity. William's vision is clear: streamline the monarchy, protect its legacy, and ensure future generations inherit a stable institution. Every family member who does not actively serve is at risk. Harry and Meghan's children happen to be the most visible and high-profile, making them the first examples of a broader modernization effort. For Meghan, the lesson is stark. Every calculated move to exploit royal connections while challenging the family has only strengthened William's case. Hollywood opportunities, media visibility, and brand influence have all been bolstered by her royal association. With titles gone, her public image as an influential royal figure diminishes instantly. What remains is simply another Hollywood entrepreneur facing a competitive industry with little distinction. The Sussex family is about to experience a new reality. The titles that once opened doors, commanded attention, and bolstered influence will vanish. William's strategy is thorough, legally sound, and rooted in centuries of royal tradition. For Meghan, the consequences are unavoidable. The royal privilege she relied on as a safety net is being withdrawn, leaving her brand, her strategy, and her children's place in history fundamentally altered. William's plan demonstrates one key truth: institutions endure, celebrities fade. The monarchy moves forward, adapting and modernizing, while those who attempt to exploit it from the outside risk losing everything. Meghan's carefully constructed world is on the brink, and the next chapter of this royal saga promises to be as dramatic and irreversible as any Hollywood storyline she's ever been a part of.